Hey guys, welcome to Cody the Car Guy. So on this one we're going to be doing the knock sensor relocation. This is a 04 xterra, and on the 3.3s the knock sensor is underneath the lower intake. So instead of taking all that apart, it's kind of a pain in the butt. We're going to do a relocation. It's real simple and easy to do. We're going to be using a pigtail little harness from an I think it's a 95 up Maxima. And that's actually on one of the videos. I'm going to plug into this so you can check it out. It's easy to get to. I've also got something where we were at the junkyard the other day, and I'm going to show you exactly where this is on the xterra so you can see why it's kind of a good idea just to go ahead and do this relocation. So we're going to go ahead and splice into the factory harness on the xterra, and well, it makes it so much easier. If you ever have to replace it, all you do is just pull it out and change it from there. So let's go ahead and get started. It's simple stuff you're going to need. We're going to go ahead and break into the wire loom in here, cut down to it, get it ready for splicing. Actually, once you have the harness from the Maxima, it's a really simple process. So we're going to go ahead and get it changed from there. Okay, for all those xterras and the knock sensor relocation, I'm going to just show you. This is actually in a junkyard. I went ahead and pulled this apart just to show you what kind of nightmare it is to change this and why the relocation is such a great idea. So first off, you're going to have to undo the EGR tube right here. You got all sorts of hoses in here to get this intake off. It's 6mm Allen on there. Then you have to get down. This actually has two 12mm bolts for your coolant neck right here, and down below you have an 8mm that is actually kind of hidden too. So you have to come in through the front right here. All this stuff's got to be moved just to get this little guy up, and that is where the knock sensor is right there. Let me show you. Now this is the harness we're going to be using right here, and as you can see, there's a black one and a clear one with some gold wiring inside of it. We're going to cut into this. We're going to pull this wire loom off so we can actually splice in. The black's going to go to the silver shielding on the other one, and then the very center of the, we're going to go ahead and splice into that. So let me get this one cut apart so we can get it ready. I'm going to show you where to splice into your factory harness on here. And here we went with this knock sensor right here, so much easier just to plug in like that right up on top of the intake instead of taking everything apart. This is actually a Maxima knock sensor, so that way everything matches up. So let's go and get started. Let's go splice in. It's pretty simple and easy to do, so let's show you. Now all you're going to do is come right over here, take a razor blade, cut the electrical tape off of the wire loom, and this is the wire you're actually after right here, this bigger black one. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this one further back, and we're going to pull it up, and then we're going to go ahead and cut the shielding, the black shielding off of it, so that way we can get to the wires in between. Now you're going to go ahead and remove this bolt right here, the little 10mm, and then you're going to get a longer bolt to go ahead and to go through the knock sensor. So the bolt we went with, it's a 6mm right here. It's a 6x1 thread on, it's 30mm long. So that's what we went with. We're going to go ahead and switch it out. Alright, we're going to go ahead and remove the 10mm bolt up top. Now on the xterra, there's a little lip that came up here. I went ahead and flattened it out so it'd have a good fit for the knock sensor. So we're going to go ahead and get the knock sensor mounted on here, ready to go. The longer bolt needs to come through the knock sensor like that. So we're going to go and stick it back up here, tighten it up. Right. Knock sensor's pretty much ready, so let's go ahead and finish up the splices on the harness. Now your wire should look just about like this right about now. You have it. This is the new harness. Okay. And that's what it should look like. We're going to go and splice into these two, and I'll show you what the other part looks like. Once you're in there, all you're going to do is clip down here, pull this wire back, and we're going to go ahead and cut two. There's a center wire right here, the white one. And the outer one is the shielding. Now the factory harness right here, you should have it looking like this right about now. Take your the ground wire right here, just screw it together, and then the white wire, just go ahead and strip it down. And what we're going to use, we're going to actually use some wire nuts to go ahead and put this together. Then we're going to use electrical tape to clean it up. So we're going to go ahead and get this wire prepped. The black one's going to be going to the silver wire right here, the grounding, and then well, grounding shielding. And this one right here, the gold looking wire, is going to go to the white wire. So let's go ahead and strip this down and get it ready. Alright, this one's already prepped now, so we're going to go ahead and use the wire nuts, put it together. So we use the black one right here. So we'll go ahead and plug this in real quick. We're going underneath right here. So let's get it ready to go. Black one's going to come over here. Take your wire nut, just twist it on there. Then your white wire and the gold wire right here, you're going to twist together now. Now you can also use crimps. You can crimp them together. I have pretty good luck with either one of them. This one we went with the wire nuts. I'm just going to simply fold it back. We're going to tape all this back together anyways. Now we're going to go ahead and put some electrical tape on here and get this all cleaned up. And then we're going to zip tie, make sure this. Now don't forget to put over here, don't forget to put your little pin back in so that way it clips it onto your knock sensor, the harness to the knock sensor. The little clip goes right here, right into place. That way it locks down. After that's done, once we finish down here on the taping, we're going to go ahead and hook the battery back up and get it ready to go. Alright, once you go to put it on, just run your wire back underneath all your hoses right here. Tape them back up. Make sure you're all clipped in and ready to go. You can put a zip tie back here if you want to hold it to the actual harness. Other than that, that's pretty much your knock sensor relocation. It is actually simple and easy to do, and it saves a lot of time and effort to have to take your entire intake off of this vehicle. So this will work on your Quests, your Nissan Pathfinders, and your Frontiers on any of those knock sensor relocations. And hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Love Video 9 videos. Oh. Okay, your knock sensor is right down there in the very center of the motor. So once you unplug it, you just simply take a pickup in there and you pull up on the pin, and then you're going to slide it out. You've got the wire harness comes right back around right here, and all you do is going to clip that, slide it out, and then unplug it from right here. So now once you unplug it from right there, I'm going to go and show you. Now the xterra plug is on the right and the Maxima plug is on the left, and they're pretty much identical. They have a single pin in there, single wire coming in. So what we're going to be doing is splicing into the xterra's wire harness with the new one. We'll be cutting off this, and I'll show you how to do the splice. So that just shows you why it's so much easier just to go and find a Maxima, or go and order the new one. You can get a new harness for about 13 bucks off of eBay, and we'll put that part number in there in the description. So let's go ahead and get this back to the shop and get it put back together.